Hey, what's up fellas, that's Mechanic Mode, another video for my YouTube channel, and today guys I'll remove and replace the transmission on a 2017 GLE 350 4MATIC. It's a little bit complicated because we have to remove the wheel pan and replace the solenoid board because the computer it's inside of the transmission. So that's programmed to the actual ECM engine control module. So for the beginning, I'm gonna remove the bracket that holds the transmission and make sure everything is removed around, like covers and wires and brackets, and then I'll start to unscrew the bolts for the drive shaft, main drive shaft that comes right behind from the rear differential. Right, now, like I said, before you taking the transmission out, like you drop it off, you want to make sure you really disconnect all the connectors and wire harness. So here is the one of the connectors and wire that goes on the left driver's side of the transmission, and then here is the right side of the transmission. Passenger side, you have bracket protection for the main connector that goes to the computer into the transmission. Make sure you take that off too. After you took and remove the wire harness, you take a 27mm socket and prepare to turn the engine while you are unscrewing all the torque bolts from the torque converter through the special window place. Alright, so you turn slowly and you want to make sure, keep an eye on the small window to see where the bolt is. So like right here, yep, that's the bolt. You get an extension, a T hex, and slowly unscrew all the bolts. Alright, once you remove the torque converter bolts, you can remove the cooling system fluid for the brackets with the hoses. You have one on the right side and you have one on the left side. It's not really complicated, just make sure you remove them before you take the transmission out. Alright, we're getting close. Um, so after you make sure you took all the connectors, wire harness, brackets, and hoses out, you can take and drain the transmission. Make sure you take all the fluid out, and then start to unscrew all the bolts that hold the wheel pan. And we need to remove the solenoid board and the computer from the previous transmission. Alright guys, so here is the solenoid board that I'm talking about. Maybe I'm calling it wrong or not. Um, don't judge me, but this is the also computer that I'm talking about. You want to make sure very slow and kindly remove this board, because you will need this for the next transmission. Otherwise your car will not move, not forward, not reverse. There's no way. You need this for next transmission. Alright, after you remove the solenoid board computer, you put back the wheel pan just on a couple screws. It's gonna help to remove the transmission. Now I put an extension socket and a wrench to unscrew all the bolts that connects the transmission to the engine. You have couples around, so there's like two up all the way down. We have couple on the other side, so you'll figure it out. It's not really hard. The only hard moment is to remove the two bolts on top. They're kind of complicated, not much space to unscrew them. So yeah, I did use a couple extensions, a really long one, and but well, anyway, after a little bit of time, I did succeed. So I did remove them, and then we'll prepare the transmission to be dropped down. Here's what I'm gonna use to drop the transmission. It's kind of a transmission jack stand. it's working with the air under big pressure. So I'll lift it up all the way. I'll connect, make sure place the transmission properly on the stand, and then I'll move it to the side in the back and then drop the transmission. After you did place the stand on the transmission, you want to remove the transmission mount and the bracket. Like I said, make sure the stand and the jack it's placed and it's fixed to the transmission. Sometimes to remove transmission like this, it's a big size transmission with the has also a transfer case on. You might need someone's help too, because someone has to drop the jack while someone is holding the transmission, not fell down. So you want to make sure everyone is safe, and you do remove the transmission properly, nice, slowly, and very, very safe, like I said. Alright, here we go. Transmission dropped. This is everything how it looks without the transmission. So here's the flywheel, the exhaust system, drive shafts, wire harness. This is the front drive shaft, this is the rear drive shaft, and this is it. Alright fellas, so I did put the new transmission on the car. Everything is connected. I did also remove the wheel panel already. Now I'm removing the solenoid board, like I said, or the transmission computer. It's same thing on this kind of transmissions. Yeah, this is the moment where I'm trying to push the connector through the transmission case. Yeah, it's a little bit harder. You guys will figure it out. Yeah, this is it. So this particular transmission computer or solenoid board, it's basically trash. Also, you can use it as a part, but you cannot reuse it on any transmission. Like I said, guys, here's the thing. From the part, the new transmission, I'm going to use the solenoid. So this is the way you remove the solenoids, and I'm gonna use for my transmission because my transmission was damaged, and the transmission that I bought, it's actually very low mileage. So this way we can remove the solenoids and reuse them on our transmission. This is possible as long you do careful remove them. And also on the picture you can see the actual computer, the black plastic with the part numbers and the number 44, whatever it says there. This is the computer that I was talking about. So that's why you have to do all this job, just because of this computer. So this is it. Alright, fellas, this is it. It's end of the video. If the video was helpful, then don't forget to put a thumbs up. If you liked and you think this video is also very helpful for others, then share. This was Mechanic Mode, and see you next time.